Hi, it's me, Norma, and today I want to share with you some news because beginning this month I'm going to be part of the designer team of the Paper Crafting World store, and I'm really happy, especially because she has all the things that I like. If you have been following me in my blog or in my Facebook, you may know that I love animals and also that I have passion to color digi stamps. Um, so in this is going to be my first card that I make for this DT. I hope you like it. I make it for a friend, but it can be for a mother or for a grandmother. And even when it's very simple, I want to share with you the way that I like to color the birds. In the store, you can find a lot of things. You can find digistamps, or you can find files that you can cut. But in the digistamps, that is because I picked this one and is what I'm going to talk about today. You have two options. You can print it in black and white, so you can be able to color it. But if you don't feel like very good with your coloring, you can decide to print them in colors, and it's going to be as easy as just cut it and use it as a sticker or as a paper in your project. In this case, she has two versions. This is a little more sweet, more soft, and this is more with color, more vibrant colors. So you can pick whatever you like to do. But as I told you, we are going to talk about the digi that I pick and the way that I color it. Don't worry, it's not going to be a very big video, because if I give you the base, I'm sure you can know how to do the rest. Okay, the colors that I'm going to use are going to be these because they're my favorites and are watercolors, but you can use actually whatever you want or whatever you have. And I'm going to pick three of my colors that I'm going to show you here. I will pick the one that I normally use for the faces, and one that is sepia, and the brown. Most of the time I just use three or four colors, but mainly three. Well, I'm going to begin taking the face of my beer, but you can do exactly the same process in all the bear, except the hat. But when you color the hat, you are going to make exactly the same thing with the colors that you pick for the hat. If you see in here, I pick the pink. The thing that I'm going to decide about my light is that I want the light in the middle. It's like if the light is from the front. But the first thing that I'm going to do is, with the color that I make for the faces, I'm going to color completely the face and the ears of my bear. You can make it with lines, or you can make it with circles. It depends on you. But if at the end you don't feel like you make a very good job, you can always use a blender, and that will help you. Um, Sometimes I even don't need a blender, but as I told you, it will be depending in the way you color your DE. The other thing that I want to tell you is that you can pick how much color you want to put, or how soft you want the digi. In my case, I always like the very soft colors, so I always make it very soft. But if you want something extra or something very vibrant, you can do it too. You just need to put more pressure. As you can see, all the face is now complete. Now we're going to take the second color, okay, that is the sepia, and I'm going to make like some shade, the first of the shade, to give volume to the bear. So I'm going to use it some little circles around the face, but not in this part of the mouth of the animal. Yes. My first one is going to be very little, and in the ear. At the beginning, you're going to see that looks funny, but then when you mix everything, you're going to see that the result is very, very nice. And then I'm going to go a little to the middle. Okay, I'm going to mark the shade that I think that is making with the hat, but very soft. And then I'm going to go to the mouth. But in the mouth, I'm going to make the lines inside. Okay, and I think it's going to be a shade here because she has the baby in her arms. Once you make this all over the face, we are going to take the darker color. And the darker color is going to be used just in the how can I say, very close to the lines, because it's to make it appear more natural. In here in these shades, or in this part in which the shade goes, and all around the face and the ear. If you have a hat, you will have a shade in here. Okay, once it's like this, now I'm going to put it closer to you. And we need to have this color. You see the difference? In here is very marked, and in this is soft. Well, we have two options. You can go again with the color, with the first color that you pick, and try to mix it. That gives a very natural way to mix the colors. And you are going to go all around. And this exactly the same thing that I'm making in the head of the bird. You can do it with all the body. I just don't want to make this video very long, because for me, for example, it's very boring see how other people is making exactly the same thing all over and over and over. For the mouth, if you see, I don't put the very dark shade of brown to make it a little different, and to show that it's a little more clear. And then you just need to make the nose. That I'm going to put it very dark. In my opinion, when you make things like the nose, you need to have a very good tip in your color, a sharp one. But if you're going to make the body, I think that is better when it's not too sharp, so you cannot have too many marks. See, this is the result. If you like to use some blenders or some burnisher, you can do it. In my opinion, if you make it with the colors, you can do it, and it's super easy. So this is the end, and I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you see all the beautiful things that Melissa has in the store. I'm going to leave the link to the store in the bottom of this video, and I hope you find the beautiful things that she has and you fall in love as I fell in love with her. So thank you, and I see you soon. Bye bye.